Hey everyone, what's up? It's me, JT, with Horn Hippie Media, coming at you today with a long-form tutorial on how to create catchy, snappy YouTube thumbnails for your videos. The program that I use to make my video thumbnails is Adobe Photoshop, and I'm using 2023 version on a Mac. So we're going to have Photoshop open, and we're going to create a new project. When you select a new document, it's going to open up this pop-up menu and pull up all of the recent templates that you've used, scroll over to film and video, and just select HDTV 1080p, because that's the dimensions that video normally is, and that's the one that YouTube likes to use the best. So then we're just going to click create, and we have our new beautiful document. I am going to hit Shift-Command-S to save as, and we are going to save this file as HHM for my company, Horn Hippie Media, _ TN for thumbnail, and Photoshop tutorial YAS. It's gonna save on my computer. Fun. I've taken a couple images of myself on my phone just doing wacky poses that are attention grabbing, like making a funny face, and we're gonna find them real quick. We're gonna go to import images and select on your computer, and I'm gonna make sure we're on the desktop, and let's see, what do we have here? Okay. My vaccination card, nope, we're not going to use that. So we have this one, or this one. This one's the wackiest, so let's go ahead and place it. And so that's just going to place in the middle, and what I like to do, I like to just make it as big as possible in the canvas. So let's fill up that canvas, because we can always resize this later. So you're going to adjust the dimensions using your cursor, and then we're going to hit return. And that's going to place it in, and then let's see. Oh, these are new options. Select subject. Let's play around with this. Oh my goodness. And I bet it can delete the background. What happens when I press delete? Could not complete your request because the object is not directly editable. Okay. The smart object must be rasterized before proceeding. Edit contents will no longer be available. Rasterize the smart object. Yes, we are going to rasterize the smart object. This is the old-fashioned way. You'd have to do it manually, but let's just do it now. And then, so I clicked OK to rasterize this smart object. And if you know, the old school way to do that would just be to go to help and then like rasterize. And then like, that's how I do it. And just, it'll pop up in layers and smart objects. Because these menus are so complex and I don't use Photoshop that often. So I always make use of the help ribbon. And that's where you would do that. So you just do smart objects rasterize. So anyway, that automatic feature in this version just saved us all that time. So let's see what happens when we press delete. Okay, so that deleted that. Maybe deselect that. Let's see what happens if we just put remove background. Okay, so it cut off some of my headphones, which is fine. Let's hit Command Z. A helpful shortcut for this is Command Shift I to select the inverse, and we're just gonna hit delete. Okay, cool. So it took some of my headphones off, and for simplicity's sake, why don't we just like erase them ourselves too? So we're going to just deselect. I like to use the move tool to just deselect. We're going to use the polygonal lasso tool to clean this up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is basically use a cutting shape. This is so fun. This is like just using scissors and construction paper back in elementary school, but on the computer. So I'm going to just outline my beard here. It doesn't really have to be super exact, but I kind of want to get like the headphone off and just like see the hat, because you know you could spend so much time just being super exact. And you know, you just drag and click, and then that when you connect the lasso, it creates another like, you know, whatever smart object, whatever, and then you click delete. Boom, we're deleted. Let's zoom out with Command minus. Okay, that looks hilarious. Why not? That's fantastic. So then once we have that, let's go over to our background layer over here. We're going to unlock it by double clicking the little lock icon. So with the rectangle tool, we're going to go over here. Okay, yeah, we are going to do it from the center. So 1920 by 1080. These are the 1080p resolution numbers. So, and then it'll create a rectangle. For whatever reason, it's got beveled edges. So you just select this little handle here and then move your cursor out of the rectangle, and it will change the bevel to a perfect corner. Then we're going to use keyboard shortcut V, tap the V, and then we're going to lock it in place. Let's see if it'll go. Okay, that looks pretty dang good. All right, my image, I like dragged my image and I didn't quite get every single thing off on the side here. So, let's clean this. Oh my goodness, no, not that one. I want to select this layer, bruh. Okay, Photoshop, you are so finicky. I can't deal with you. To deselect the lasso tool selection like this, you know, you have a thing there and you can't really drag anything around it. Just click the lasso tool anywhere and it'll, you know, deselect it. Oh, come on. And then just kind of like click and get out of that. All right, so now I want to edit this image one more time. We're going to go to the eraser tool over here on the side. If I can freaking find it. I am so out of practice. So E is the keyboard shortcut for that. And we are just simply going to slide over there to clean up that side. Cool. Now let's change the color of this rectangle. So we're going to go over to the right-hand side, to Appearance, and I have all of my Horn Hippie Media colors in here. The Horn Hippie Media color palette down here at the bottom. Select that. That's my like tutorial background that I enjoy using. And since we're using Photoshop, it's perfect for that. So now that we have that, let's go back to this image and we're going to create a outline for this. It's going to really make the image pop on YouTube. So we are going to go over here, right click and go to blending options. And then what I like to do is actually like drop shadow and just make the shadow white. Let's see what all my settings look like here. So blend mode, normal, opacity, you know, all this good stuff. You can make the shadow bigger, which it just helps it pop in different ways. I think I like to like imagine it really small. So like go into this and go to your canvas and hit Command minus and just imagine like, okay, so that's what people are going to see on YouTube. It's going to be very, very small. Then we're going to go back over to our drop shadow effect and let's increase the size. Okay, that pops enough. Then we're going to click OK. We're going to zoom back in so we can get in on these details. As you can see, my cutout job was still not great, so we're going to clean it up. That's why there's these weird outlines here on the side. It's because I didn't erase those earlier. So we're just going to go with our eraser and get that done. Okay. Man, it looks like there's still some. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow, y'all can really tell how freaking out of practice I am with this because I would have just... Well, we're using a new tool, and so I thought it would just remove everything on the background, but we're going to go over here. We're going to drag... So we drag that down into the canvas, and using the eraser tool, we can erase it. If you want to increase or decrease the size of your eraser tool, right by the P key on your keyboard, use the brackets, the left bracket and right bracket, to expand or decrease the size of that. So that's good. Now let's go back to V. Great. From here, we're going to now add the text. And that will make... Okay, I got a rainbow wheel, so I'm going to just save out of precaution. Okay. So let's create a new layer for our text. Because you got to have text on your thumbnail. So you're going to go over here to Layer, New, or just do Shift Command N. And we're going to do text. Cool. Go to the T tool over here. Photoshop tutorial. So we have our text, and that fuchsia color is not the vibe. So so in this panel on the right, we're going to go over to swatches, and we have all of our, you know, my Horn Hippie Media color palette saved down here, and we're going to select... Why don't we select this blue, because blue is the color of Photoshop. So once we have that selected, let's hit V so that we can transform it, and let's kind of get a little off kilter, because, you know, straight up and down is easy to read, but it's not like eye-catching. I like that. And then once we have that, let's do the same blending options like the drop shadow that we did earlier. But you can see it's kind of like blown out, the drop shadow. So, and like the definition, it doesn't like help my eye like define that. Like, let's zoom out. Actually, let me show you this. So cancel that real quick. So we're gonna zoom out to like super small size, and then go to blending options. And this is just for the sake of an example. We're gonna do our drop shadow. Actually, that does pop pretty well. So maybe I will keep it like that. Photoshop tutorial. And then we're going to add more text. Make. Or create. Yeah. Create. So that's one. then we're going to kind of like, we're going to fit the words on the side here in a really interesting way, just because I'm feeling creative today. We're going to do our blending options and add the drop shadow. So create, then I just like to do Command V. We're going to do another one here. And since we're on that same text layer, but let's double click that, custom, then hit V. Oh, no. Then we actually have to manually hit V over here, or you can click out of it. And selecting this, going Command C, Command V, YouTube, and we're going to also kind of rotate that with a handle on the side. Create custom YouTube thumbnail. So we're also going to deselect this, or just hit Command C, Command V, and that won't work. So we're going to go over to the left, the tools panel, then hit Command C, Command V, and double click thumbnails. Exclamation point, because, you know, that really, an exclamation point really grabs the attention of your audience. And that's facts. Maybe I'll even like layer it over myself. Oh, yeah, that looks interesting. So, well, let's change like one of the colors here. So let's change the YouTube to red for YouTube, maybe. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, like a pink would pop well. Like a bright pink. Yeah, create custom YouTube thumbnails. Yay! We're like missing a component, wouldn't you say? So let's actually open up our Googler and just look up Photoshop icon no background and see if we can just, in PNG, and see if that image result will literally just give us what we need. We can drag and drop. Always looking for that. All right. So we Google that. Now let's screen grab this. Boom. Then from there, let's see. I'm going to just drag it and drop it into the document. Okay. Then let's see. Yeah. Place it. Then remove background. Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Look how easy that was. So then we're just simply going to use that same blending option to create this like really big drop shadow moment. Cute. Oh, nope, don't move that. Yeah, put this like on the side a little bit too to kind of make it all a little bit kooky and crazy and fun. And now let's zoom out to see what that would look like. Awesome. So now it's time to put the final finishing touches on this project. We're going to create a new layer, and this is just going to be our adjustment layer. We're going to actually like boost the contrast on this layer. That's just all we're going to do for it. So we're going to go over here to adjustments and go to brightness contrast. Then we're going to up the contrast, maybe up the brightness just a little bit. Yeah. And see, look how just like, even when we zoom out, like that's how we want to edit this. You want to kind of edit it how people are going to see it on the internet. So with, nope, not brightness contrast shoot. Let's go to this one and let's play around with the slider. Like, look how just like, whoa, wacky that looks. Oh my goodness. And yeah, turn up the contrast pretty high so it really pops at that tiny, thumbnail size. Maybe let's see if we can enter, Command save. Yeah, I like that. Let's cut it and print it. What we're going to do now is export. Quick export as PNG. That usually does the trick, but not a big deal. Save it to the desktop, and there we have it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this helped you. If it did, please leave a comment down below. Do not forget to subscribe and like this video. See you next time. Peace.